So when we talk about like especially going back to the topic of Microsoft versus Palantir,
Yep.
okay, I think this is how I see it. So I know Microsoft is working on a data ontology product. Okay. I also know like one of the another data ontology product I have seen and I really liked also at some point of time is the S3 product. I mean S3 what they have for their purpose, it's really good. And we does a lot of time we talk about, and this is a statement that was given to me by the ex CDO of BP, which Matt knows very well. And he said that Microsoft is the world's biggest commoditizer. They will take any technology and they will make a shitty version of it and they will make it free available. And this is how they push a lot of their products, and which works a lot of time, which works like we saw with what happened with MS Teams and all that. But there are also times when it don't work. Okay, like for example in 98 Microsoft biggest worry was that they want to rule the internet and there should not be a bigger internet company, but Google came. They never anticipated like the Apple should go big, so they do make mistake like social media, the stuff, I think they missed it entirely. They put a lot of money and in a lot of times to actually make Windows as a major OS for the tablets and mobile, which didn't happen. So while Microsoft is very good at putting a lot of money and a lot of muscle behind things to come back, like for example in the cloud, I think they did excellent job. I think competing to AWS, and definitely they have pushed Google far behind, despite Google had a far better solution than Microsoft has. So Microsoft does push things at times, but it doesn't win all the time also. And in this particular case, if you are looking for alpha value, you don't want commoditized solution. I think that's the edge that Palantir is having over Microsoft in the long run. So if I have to make bet that will Microsoft come up with some ontology solution, I think they will. I think, but first they need to worry about Google Knowledge Graph. I mean, Google has a far better solution than what Microsoft is currently having. I mean, S3 has a far better solution than Microsoft is having, and then Palantir, at least in terms of data ontology and operating the whole operations on a digital twin and software kind of basis, is already a level above. Okay. Another thing is that Palantir is primarily a B2B company. So their focus is very clear. Their focus is long-term relationship with industries, which they are improving now. I think that's a good thing. They are not like charging between a B2C and a B2B and working in between that. Okay. Their image is good or bad. Their image is given. And people are working with Palantir despite their image. So that means these are the guys, if they create value, I think they are going to stick with it. So their customer base is very sticky. Their customer base, when they join them, I mean they're paying them in seven figures, sometime even eight figures. So it's not like getting a customer for $50,000 or $60,000. That's not happening. Okay, the customers are brave enough at times to come and speak on their behalf. That doesn't happen often. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I have seen the Snowflake conference and really liked some portion of it, but like Code Step said, when you see the quality of cases, yeah, it's not at a par with.
Yeah.
People are
I mean,
saying that Snowflake
that's what
has,
stood out to me the
yeah.
most was like
I mean,
the,
they say that Snowflake has
yeah.
made life simple. They applied some use cases and they show how that use case. But when we're talking at an organizational level, I think those kind of use cases were not there. I hope one day Palantir will have as bigger conferences as AWS. I would really love to go and join. Okay, but I think what they shared was quality stuff, and let's see if they can back it up with the revenue for this quarter, which I expect to be seriously above 500 million.